Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today is part two of the daily recap for Friday, August the 26th, 2022. Friday, August 26th, 2022. I wanted to split it up. Look, I needed to collect myself yesterday evening after watching that and getting everything ready. I do have a little allergies this morning, but that's not going to let me stop me from doing this recap. Let's talk about what happened. What else happened at the picnic? More people showed up. They did waste time with Britt and Cody talking and waste of time. But what was interesting to me is um, Mac and Felicia go to meet Cody. They go to meet him because I think it was Lucy that told him about Cody while they were there. So they go over to meet him, right? And I don't know about you, but did anybody notice the strange look Mac was giving Cody? I mean, strange. Now, I do not remember Cody's mother. I think it's Dominique. I don't remember that storyline. And obviously, Mac and Dominique were together uh, because Felicia at the end said, "Boy, you sure lied or put it mildly." He goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You guys were way more than friends, just friends. So, but the way Mac was looking at him, I don't know. Do I see another Scorpio, long lost heir? Is that Mac's son? Is that going to be what happened? Did he? Oh, goodness. Somebody give me some history on Mac and Cody's mother and let me know, was it feasible? Is it possible that she could have been pregnant by Mac and didn't want her husband to kill the baby? So therefore, she gave the baby to the Bells to raise, but was that really a Scorpio? I don't know. But Mac, there was something strange. He never does that or reacts that way to people. So that was interesting to me. Lucy is so cute sometimes. I mean, she's just so bubbly, so Lucy. And when Victor decides he's smitten with someone, stalkerish, but when he is smitten with someone, boy, is he smitten. And she had him with that pickle jar, right? Valentine wasn't happy because he was in the midst of getting into it with his father. I'm telling you, Valentine's going to be the one to kill him. He truly is. It's going to be Valentine or kill him. We know you don't ever really kill a Cassadine because truth be told, Helena Cassadine is not dead either. I mean, come on. They've got Nikos's head somewhere in a jar that's going to come back to life, I'm sure. I mean, these Cassadines are bizarre. Okay, so, Victor won't be dead, but it'll be Valentine to put an end to his storyline for this decade. But anyway, she just could not get the pickle jar. Oh, I can't do these darn jars. I need a big, strong man to take this lid off of this jar. And boy, was Victor happy to take that thing right off of there and give her a pickle. That was too cute. And Valentine is just sitting there like, I want to kill you both. Just shut up. So he goes to snap some pictures and tells Lucy, how would good old Marty feel about seeing these pictures? Like your boyfriend Marty, Martin. So Lucy's like, don't send them to Marty. He doesn't need to see them. So she's getting ready to take her leave. and she kind of flirts with Victor as she walks out. And I thought, yeah, Anna, you put the right person on the job for that. And Valentine tells Victor, you always want what you can't have. And Victor said, I always get what I want. Although he doesn't have Liesel, does he? He wants her. He don't have her at all. So I don't know, Victor. So anyway, he looks at him and he tells him, delete those pictures. And Valentine is like, right away, father. He deletes the pictures. But then we have Austin with his cousin. Austin has him in this like carotid chokehold where the guy's almost like paralyzed in intense pain. And Austin is like, yeah, and it gets worse when I do this. And he really has this guy going through it. But if it wasn't for the fact that the little cooking knife there, paring knife, was right there on the little grill deck, and he takes the knife and he puts it to Austin's neck, his jugular. And he goes, yeah. Like, now who's in control? Who's in control now? Cousin. I'm telling you, they're not cousins. Cousins in the organization, because it's obvious it's some kind of organization. And then that's when Ava walks up, because he goes, when I call, you jump and you answer and this, that, and the other. And Austin's just looking at him, right? So when Ava comes up, the guy puts the knife down and she walks around. See, that's what's stupid. She couldn't have heard. She just walked up. She walks around she didn't see he had this guy to all of a sudden jump to, I gotta kill her, was definitely a stretch. Definitely a stretch. So then we had that. And let's see what else happened. Real cute. And I think this was the best thing that happened yesterday. We have Yuri and we have Terry. Yuri and Terry. Don't they make a cute couple? They make a cute couple. Of course, they want us to believe they drank the drink, but nah, Terry's a really pretty woman. And Yuri, he's a very respectful, polite kind of guy. We don't know too much about Yuri's background, but we know enough that he's a nice guy. Valentine actually was the one that hired Yuri to be Brooklyn's bodyguard, to protect pregnant Brooklyn, from Peter August. Because, Peter was making veiled threats to Valentine, so Yuri was put on the job. And he just became a part of the Quartermain household fixtures, So as a matter of fact, when Brooklyn wanted to dump him, this is when she needed to get away. One time, she asked him to help build a crib. So he put the baby's crib together. And she gave him the slip, but look, the crib got put together. And then that's, he and Monica developed a friendship. He truly liked Monica. So, and he was just a gentleman. They go to the poolside top of the Metro Court and put their feet in. Hey, guess what, guys? Another man we add to the pool, but you could tell the actor doesn't have a six-pack or anything because they had him jump in and fully clothed, but he looks good. Nice build. That shirt was nice and wet, and because her little necklace that always breaks, and oops, it breaks just like that, and it falls in the pool. And I thought, well, Terry, if it breaks, why would you do that? So he jumps right on in and he comes right on out with the necklace, and she takes her hair up because he's like, put that on you. So he puts it around her neck, and she's like, but don't you love Terry's looks? Because even when she invited him to come sit down next to her, she's like, oh, she just gets so starstruck. So we see they're going to have a relationship between Yuri and Terry. Now, I don't know how General Hospital is going to touch the whole transgender issue because Terry is transgender. And at some point, Yuri needs to know and is going to have to know unless he reads her profile, because she's very open on her profile on society setups about it. So she doesn't hide the fact, you know. So we'll see. They may touch on it or they may not. She may just make a statement. He knows, you know, my history and he's fine with it, because that's how they did Chet. Chet knew her history and was fine with it, you know. So we shall see, but it's let's see a cute little, that's cute. They're cute together. They seriously are. So I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with that. You know, what are they going to do with that storyline? So that pretty much is it that I can say, because, you know, I really fast forwarded through Britt and Cody, because it's like, why don't talk about my brother? You always bring up my father. I mean, it's the same old thing. My goodness gracious, just yuck. So let's go to comment corner, because guess what? Oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to read them all, but we have some great comments on comment corner. So let's get into them. Brooklyn says, stellar performance by Nicholas Chavez. And then she also says she remembers 2010 Elizabeth Weber and Nicholas betrayed her brother Lucky, knowing he was engaged. They were engaged. So, yep, that's true. Lucky and Elizabeth were engaged when she slept with his brother, and his brother happily slept with her. Then we have Michael. Michael says, very correct. He brought it, meaning Nicholas Chavez, Spencer. Let's see. I do like what they're doing with Nicholas. Great review. And he means the actor, Spencer, not Nicholas Cassadine, because, oh, as a matter of fact, and goodness, his name is just escaping me. And Tyler Christopher. I liked him, or Christopher Tyler, one of the two. Okay, it's Christopher and Tyler. I liked his Nicholas because he was the original Nicholas. He's more broody, the original Nicholas, but he was a better Nicholas. His posture was more in control, even though he may make a mistake. This Nicholas is a bumbling idiot. But anyway, goodness gracious, Victor shouldn't even want his Nicholas's last name to be Cassadine. So then we have Nathaniel. He says that Nicholas absolutely brilliant to watch, and then he likes my reviews, or they love my reviews. Thank you so much about that. And then we have Susan. She did a very wonderful. Susan always does a written, truly recap of the show, because look, I will fast forward a part in a heartbeat. Okay. So if you want to pretty much know the whole show, read Susan's comments on the recaps. Then we have Donna. She said, Nick is a horrible father and needs to take responsibility. And then she goes, Spencer was amazing. Yes, he was. Nicholas, Donna also says, Nicholas was amazing, truly amazing. You felt him, and her heart broke for him. I know mine too. And when it's funny how we go back and forth calling him Spencer, but calling the actor by his real name, Nicholas. So, and we get kind of confused. Are you talking about the father, Nicholas, or the actor's name? So I will kind of, you know what I think I'll do? When you're saying Nicholas was amazing, I'm just going to say Spencer was amazing. Spencer's actor was amazing. This way we don't kind of get confused with the Nicholas who now what? You know. So then we have Lisa. Lisa says, going after Ava. It has to be Ryan or Esme. Nicholas blaming Ava because he slept with Esme. I know. Then blaming her because Spencer heard. He's such a loser. Poor Spencer. He needs Trina to talk to. I know. I'm wondering are Trina and he, are they going to run into each other and he break down and her heart breaks for him, and then he tells her the whole thing in the drunken stupor, and we'll see how they go with that, because I just hope Spencer doesn't get in trouble. Doesn't get behind a car and run over somebody now. Oh my God. Mason going after Ava. Yes, he would. Yeah, he sure would. And then Austin, Susan's responding to a comment from Lisa saying Mason just said Ava must be eliminated. He went after her, but Austin was behind him. Unless somehow Mason gave Austin the slip. I don't know, y'all. What happened with that. And then this Chemo Beauty says, yes, Nicholas Spencer's actor really showed up for us. He showed actually why he won that Emmy. I'm telling you, because this performance guy has to put him in the running again, as it should. Poor Spencer. He really needs Trina right now. This Chemo Beauty's comment still. There was really a lot of awesome acting in the room between Ava, Spencer, and Nicholas. It was. And you know what? I don't want to minimize the job the actress that plays Ava did. She did a phenomenal job. She really did. I mean, you felt like, she really did get cheated on with that. Then we have Max sure gave Cody what I think. I'm your father. Look, I'm with you, this Chemo Beauty. It was this is my son. I mean, goodness gracious, you look like me. When no, he doesn't look a thing like you, Mac. But I mean, I think that's my nose. Oh, come on. So I think so too. I think definitely Mac is going to be his father. And then Lisa says she thinks it's Esme or Ryan. Well, here's the deal. We have to remember, Ryan has one hand. Now, yes, he could have picked up that we would have to really, truly go. It's Ryan's right hand, I think. Yes, Ryan's right hand is missing. Was she hit? Was that on her left? I kind of think that was on Ava's left, but here's why I say no, it's not Ryan. Ryan wants Ava for himself. Ryan once her and Nicholas broke up, which is what's happening right now. That's all a part of Ryan's plan. Ryan would not kill her. He wouldn't. Esme would, but Ryan would not. And I tell you, Ryan would have to have put that glove on, picked it up. Was it a right hand taking it off the hook? We can look, if you replay it, you'll see what hand took the glove, and was it a left or right-handed glove? And goodness, he would have had to use his mouth to get the glove on there because he doesn't have the second hand. So I don't know. Okay, I don't know about that. And then let's see, we have Annette saying Terry should have someone special. She likes her for the part she plays. Maxie has no problem finding love, even though sometimes the girl has no common sense. And then it says the evil one, meaning Esme, will show up 5 months pregnant. If that baby survived that fall, okay, we don't want to know what's growing inside of her. And then it says, I can't see Ava's face. I don't know what you mean by Ava's face, because we saw Ava's face as she's looking down at her blood, which was scaring her half the, well, scared me too. Fortunately, she was drunk as a skunk, so she at least should not be in pain, right? Thanks for catching us up. Nothing like having a friend when we missed our story. Thank you, Annette. But I give the funny, my take on it. if you truly want to read what really happened, you may always want to scroll up to Susan's comment because she writes out the whole show. But me, I'm just going to tell the good stuff, okay? Then we have Annette also says that Nina is not a good mob boss woman. No, she's not. Too clingy. She needs time to put out hits and wait, no, he needs time to put out hits and go to funny bits or whatever. I'm skimming this comment. Sorry, I'm butchering your comment, Annette. But no, Nina would be the kind, if she found out somehow by eavesdropping Sonny could be in trouble, she would run right into the gunfire and get shot and just screw up everything. That's Nina. And then we have Susan also says that she likes Yuri and Terry together. Me too. I'm not going to read about Britt's comment to Cody because I fast forwarded it, so I don't want to read it now. Cliff, what a cliffhanger Friday, Susan says, and Ava is hooked on the boathouse deck bleeding. Wow. Spencer is so done with Nicholas. Yeah, that's as he should be. And now someone's answering the trivia question. Jordan's kidney came from Ryan Chamberlain. Yes, it does. And yes, it did. Came from Ryan Chamberlain. Then we also have Jordan was hit by a car in the GH parking lot. I forget who was driving. This is from Michael. Michael, Drew Kane was driving. Drew was driving. Did he know he was Drew at this? I think he did know he was Drew. I mean, at this point, this is when his brain tumor was acting up. You know, something going on with his. I think it was a brain tumor too. Was acting up, and he blacked out behind the wheel of the car and ran into her pretty much at whatever speed he was going in the parking lot and smashed her against the wall. Yeah, that was definitely Drew Kane, but he was blacked out. He passed out when it happened. The kidney was given by Ryan, though consent was given by Kevin. Yeah, good old Kevin was pretending to be his brother and gave consent because Ryan was absolutely not giving. No, I'm not giving one of my kids. No, why would I? What's in it for me? Heck no. Well, guess what they did? Drugged Ryan. Kevin got into, they moved Ryan to a different room. Kevin got into bed and gave the consent. You know, had that cut off hand hidden under the covers because it wasn't cut off, it was there. And next thing Ryan knows, he's coming out of surgery with no kid, with one less kidney. Oh my good. Talk about black market organs. Yeah. It was too funny. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. But I kind of thought they were going to have Jordan now kind of have a little split psycho killer personality with that serial killer organ in her. But, you know, it was that. And then Lisa says that she read TJ overheard Jordan and Curtis talking about TJ, that Sean was being TJ's father. Is that how it happened? Okay. Because she goes, Curtis knew the truth. Yeah. You know, so, okay. I knew he found out some kind of way. And then we're going back to Thursday's episode where Sandy said Nina's too much running in, grabbing Sonny, holding on to him for dear life, you know. Yeah. And then we get Monique. Yes, Jordan got the kidney from Ryan. And then Lisa says, we're back now on Thursday's episode. Oh my God, Spencer heard Ava. Love it. Great recap. Thank you. If Curtis told Sonny about Selena moving shipments through the Savoy, all hell would break loose. Yep. I don't think Sonny would like that. Because as it is, I don't think Sonny even knows about I think he may know about the card game. He may know about the gambling downstairs. But I remember, I think he put Selena on notice with that. Like, okay, I'm going to keep my eye on you with that, right? So yeah, he did allow that to go on, but he wouldn't distributing products through there or shipments through there. No, Sonny would not have that. And then let's see. Yes, Ryan's kidney Curtis stole from Ryan. Well, it was a little scheme. Ryan gave it up. Let's see. And then Tanya says, I missed something. How did Curtis steal Ryan's kidney with Jordan being the recipient? He didn't steal it, but Curtis was the one that orchestrated the consent. And he and Kevin worked together, and Kevin pretended to be his brother because Ryan was in the hospital for something. He was out of prison for some medical, something happened, and he was brought to GH. And while there, or they may have orchestrated him being brought to GH. And while there, they asked him first. Curtis was up front. Asked Ryan, would he donate his kidney? And Ryan's like, no, I'm not doing that. Why would I? And so then Curtis went to Kevin, and Kevin's like, okay, yeah, my brother only needs one. Okay, he's good to go. We'll get this done. So they got it done. Kevin was tested for compatibility, which he was, and his twin would likely be compatible too. At some point, Kevin signed off. Yes, he was, but I didn't know that Kevin may have been compatible, but I think there was also a reason, some type of medical reason as to why he didn't, because that'd be kind of sinister, right? Look, I'm a donor, but I don't want to donate. But let's go to my twin brother, who's a bad guy, who also doesn't want to donate. And I'm going to pretend to be him. We go take. No, there was a reason Kevin couldn't. If he was compatible, there was a reason he could not be the donor. Ron says, wouldn't it be funny if Sonny and Carly drank the drink in front of Michael and then all of a sudden made goo-goo eyes? That would have been funny. And then this Chemo Beauty said, did you take a look at Sonny's face when he saw Drew and Carly? Yeah, I did. That was priceless. I'm with you. That was priceless. Little Leo's honesty when talking to Nina was funny because he knew way too much. He sure did. Olivia just talk. Leo could be sitting right there fidgeting with something, but he's taking everything in and going to repeat it too. Then she said, Nicholas Chavez did a great job today. That was the end of Thursday. All right, you know what? We're going way back, and that's kind of as far back as I'm going to go. Thank you for the comments, comment corner. I enjoy it because it's like we kind of talk about things, and you refresh my mind, I refresh your mind, and we can all talk about General Hospital together. So with that being said, now that I've got part 2 done with General Hospital, I will be back on Monday. Monday ought to be good, right? Monday for the daily recap of General Hospital.